What's up, you guys? It's your girl, Mika Chanel, back with another edition of Mika Chanel is Just Saying. All right, tonight we are talking about this Bravo special. Teresa calls home, or Teresa checks in, or I don't know. I'll have the right name of it down below when I upload this video. But what y'all think? Did y'all watch this? I didn't really take any notes or anything. I didn't really want to do like a full review of it. I just wanted to give like my opinion. I always knew that Joe loved Teresa. Even like, that season they were going through whatever they were going through, and he was supposedly cheating and moaning and grunting to somebody on the phone or whatever, calling Teresa a cunt. Marriages go through things. But at the end of the day, from the very first season till now, I always felt like he loved her. You know what I'm saying? Like they had genuine love between the two of them. They've been together for a long time. So all couples go through things, and theirs just happened to be on camera. He seems to be doing great with the girls. I had read some stories about him maybe snapping off on the girls a little too much and talking to them in a way that, that wasn't appropriate. I didn't see any of that on this show. But I mean, honestly, it's a lot of parents that, snap off on their kids and talk to them inappropriately. So I'm not going to judge him for that. They don't seem to be abused in any way. That little Melania, right? Oh my goodness, that little Melania, she is a mess. And you know what though? What I got from Melania last night or the other night when I was watching it, she seems very sad about her mother or about something, and I'm gonna assume that it's because her mother is not there. She's acting up the way she always does. But if you like looked at it, it was like a couple of scenes where Gia was talking or saying something, and Melania just really looks sad. Like, I know one scene in particular was when they were sitting at the dining room table. And I think it was when Teresa was on the phone, and Melania said something like, yeah, whatever, or something like that. But I don't know, she just really looked affected. And I mean, I'm sure the whole family is affected, because at the point that they taped this, it was like back in like either May or June. So she had only been gone for like 5 or 6 months at the time. But it's not a long time, but it's long enough for children to really miss their mother, especially a mother that's like a stay-at-home mom that was with them, that did everything for them 24 hours a day. So I really felt bad for Melania. I mean, the other girls I'm sure are sad, but I just saw a look on her face that I wasn't used to seeing. We've seen her grow up, and we've seen her act up and be as feisty as she is, but I did see some sadness in her, which made me sad. The episode had me emotional, and I don't even know why. I mean, I guess because I've been watching these people on TV for years. I've been watching it since the very first season of New Jersey. And I don't know, it just really made me emotional. And I'm like, I don't even know why. I'm like, they did it. They did the crime. They have to do the time. But I think it was more so because it's like a family. They have 4 young daughters, and just thinking like, if I was taken away from my daughter, like, I mean, I would feel horrible. But just thinking about how my daughter would feel without me here, it just, what I'm saying, makes me want to do everything in my power to, always be here for her, which is why, what I'm saying, I'm going through my, what I'm saying, my health journey too, my weight loss journey, and trying to get healthy and everything. Like just, what I'm saying, the thought of not being there for her not only tears me up, but just thinking about how she would feel, makes it even worse, so, what else happened in the episode? Joe seemed to be doing good. It was funny as hell though when he was cooking them breakfast, right? The dang sausage. This sausage is frozen, and he got a hammer and I don't even know, a knife or something, and he banging on it, but he got the sausage cooked. He got it unthawed in the skillet. My stepmom always told me you can cook stuff in frozen, so okay. He's cooking slow. So he got them some breakfast, and he of course has the help of his family. They're Italian, they have big families, and they seem to be really close. But another thing that was weird, right? Okay, so his cousin that's helping out, so he's in there buffing the floor, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm just in here buffing the floor, Tari, and it makes me relax." So I'm thinking, like, is he talking to Teresa in his mind out loud, you know? But then it's his cousin Teresa, and her boyfriend or husband or whoever he was happens to be named Joe. Isn't that weird? Teresa and Joe, like, oh my God, I don't know, it's just so strange. Like, they all have like the same names. I mean, it's like that in my family too. Like, we have a lot of the same names. My daughter's name is my sister. My brother and my cousin, their sons have the exact same name, the first and last name. It's just their middle name is different. Just like, we do have a lot of names, but it's just, I don't know, funny. Like, her brother's name is Joe, her husband's name is Joe, and then he has a cousin named Teresa who has a guy named Joe, and I don't know, it's just a little weird, but whatever. So yeah, so he has a lot of family. I guess Teresa has been emailing everybody and calling everybody and trying to prepare and get everything prepared to make sure it's exactly the way she wants it for Gia, which is nice. And y'all know they got email in federal prison, right? My cousin is in federal prison, and when he first like called me and asked me for my email address, this was years, like 3, 4, 5 years ago, I don't know. And I was like, what you need my email address for? What the hell you gonna do with my email address? He's like, I'm gonna add you to my list. And I'm like, what list? The hell, yo, you can email now in prison, really? But they can't like send pictures through email. Like, I tried to send them pictures. You can't send pictures. It's only typing. So it's like old school email, just typing. Or whatever. But it's still, it's kind of cool because then you don't always have to look forward to the phone calls, or, you know what I mean? You can email at your leisure and things like that. So that's kind of nice. They do have to pay for it, I think. I can't remember. I don't know how much it costs, or if it's like a time limit or something like that. I can't remember. My cousin told me about it, but it was a while ago. So yeah, so I guess she had been emailing the family and calling everybody and making sure that things were right. And, she somehow managed to get a bouquet of flowers sent to Gia. She said she had been shook down, I guess, because, I guess they found out that she had somehow ordered the flowers, and they thought that she had a cell phone like on her, so they made her do the little dip and squat or whatever, where you gotta cough and see if anything is in your booty and vagina and all of that. I don't know how the hell you get a phone up there. Is beyond, I have no idea how that would work. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so her and Joe, they have a couple of talks on the show. They talk about having phone sex, and Joe was telling her how much he loves her and appreciates everything she's done for the family. And she's like, well, I guess it took this for you to realize, sometimes it does take something really, really bad for you to realize how much you appreciate the person. Luckily, both of them are alive, and it wasn't like a life or death situation that made them, that made him realize that. So hopefully, she'll be out. They said on December 23rd, I think, something like that, right before Christmas time. I think he has to go away in March. He has like 2.5, 3 years, something like that. So, neither one of them got like, a whole lot of time. They not serving 8 years like Apollo, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully, things will work out for their family. We don't know if Joe's going to get deported or not. Once he gets out of prison, he could get deported back to Italy because he is not technically a citizen of the United States. But I don't really see how that could be an issue. I mean, they just moved their family to Italy. I mean, I guess it would be a big adjustment for Teresa and the girls. I mean, I guess it would be a big adjustment for the whole family. But if that's what needs to happen, as long as they're staying together. I mean, Italy is not like it's a third world country or something. You know what I'm saying? So, they'll be straight, maybe she could start the Real Housewives of I don't know what city, what state, whatever part of Italy they come from, but who knows? What else? Gia, the show was centered around her getting ready for her 8th grade dance. Y'all remember your 8th grade dance? I remember my 8th grade dance. I remember I wore this long black fitted like silhouette type dress. It had crisscross in the back. It was black, and me and her, we decided we're gonna wear black and purple because both of our favorite colors are purple. So I wore a black dress with purple shoes and purple accessories, and she wore a purple dress with black accessories. Y'all, we were so corny. But my dress was bad, but y'all was way too bad for an 8th grader. And that's how I felt about Gia's dress. Her dress was even worse than mine. Like, mine was kind of low cut, but at least mine was long and it was back. But she didn't have anything hanging out, but it was strapless or whatever. And I was just like, oh my gosh, she's only 14. Oh my God. But these girls, I mean, that's how they dress now. And, she, it wasn't, because I've seen some worse dresses for these girls' proms and things like that. So, it was a cute dress. I don't know if it's something that my daughter would be wearing in 8th grade, but hopefully I won't be one of those helicopter parents and always worried about things. So, I don't know. But she did. She looked cute. Teresa had arranged for the makeup artist to come, the hairdresser to come, and they had a big party. The whole family was there. Teresa's parents were there. Joe's mom was there. And then Joe also had a memorial for his dad. So he planted a tree. It had been a year since his father passed away. So he planted a tree in the backyard. And, Joe did a lot of crying in this episode. He's very emotional. He's missing his father. His wife is in prison for something that, you know what I'm saying? For something that he did. Well, they both did. But, I don't know. I can't say who is more responsible for what, because Teresa signed papers, he signed papers. They both put their signature on things that they knew they shouldn't have. So, it was really emotional throughout the episode. And that was pretty much it. I mean, my thoughts on it, I would not do it if it were my family. I don't think that it is appropriate. I think at this point they need to kind of step back from reality TV and try to get themselves together. But at the same time, this is how they're making money. They have a lot of debt to pay off. I would imagine that Teresa's cookbook sales have probably slowed down, you know what I mean, and things like that. For me, it's not something that I would do for my family. Like, if I'm on a reality show and something bad like that happens, I would need to take a step back and regroup a little bit. Her brother and her sister-in-law, Joe Gorga and Melissa Gorga, they are so fucking phony. They are so, fame hungry, money hungry, and phony. All rolled up into one. Melissa has not even gone to see Teresa. Still to this day, she hasn't gone to see Teresa, because I saw the Joes on Watch What Happened Live, and they asked Joe Gorga if Melissa had gone yet, and he said no. He's, of course, gone to see his sister, whatever. But Melissa's all like, she wants the girls to call her and reach out to her and things like that. But Gia was saying in an interview that she just doesn't feel comfortable, with everything that's happened. She's still not comfortable with, going to Melissa, for Melissa to be her go-to person or whatever. So that was kind of that. It was cute to see all the family together. It's cute to see Gia grow up. You guys, you remember we've seen her and the baby Adriana. Teresa got pregnant with her during the first season of the show. Gabriella, I feel like, was a baby because she's older than Melania. But they were all really, really small, when the show started. So it's really cute to see the girls, growing up. It's sad that they're going through what they're going through, because we know that they know everything, who knows what their kids are saying at school. You know how mean kids are or whatever. But that's pretty much my thoughts on it. I'm happy, as a viewer, I'm happy that they shared it. I probably wouldn't share it if it was my family, but I'm happy as a viewer that they did share it. I mean, we've been in these people's lives, peeping into their lives for the last 7 years now, 6, 7 years. So it is what it is. And hopefully she's keeping her head up and she'll be home in a couple of months. And, the kids will have their mother back, even though their father is going to be gone for a while. But it's a difference between mommy being gone and daddy being gone. You guys know it's a difference. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's all my thoughts on Teresa checks in. So let me know what you guys think. Leave it down below. Any comments you had on this first episode, because it's going to be a part 2, I guess, next week. So I might blog about it. I might not. I don't know. But yeah, go ahead, post, tell me what you think. And I guess I'll check you guys later. And like I always say, until next time, please stay real, stay safe, and stay tuned to Mika Chanel Is Just Saying. Bye-bye.